Hey viewers, this is just going to be one of the video requests that I had, and also an attempt to come back and see you. This is the video request from GothiqueWitch, who asked me to talk about auras. Since I've been putting this off because I don't have all my books to give you detailed information, I figured, you know what, I can give you a basic account. So, the aura is what we call the energy field that surrounds our body. It's called the human energy field, but animals have auras, plants have auras. I think all living things have auras. I have also heard it said that everything has an aura. An inanimate object has an aura. This mechanical crayon has an aura, my root beer can, everything. Now, I'm not so sure about that, because at least I haven't worked with it, and I can't read them as well. Not that I can see auras all the time, I'm working on it, but even like doing energy healing, it's harder to feel things on inanimate objects, I think. But plants, because I am very much sure that they're alive, obviously they are a living thing. Plants, animals, and humans are the easiest for me to comprehend. The human energy field is the collection of electromagnetic energies that surrounds our body, and a lot of times it's viewed as this little pretty picture that I drew right here, like this. Now, these colors have nothing to do with like what the colors of the aura mean, or like the innermost layer is always pink. No, that does not mean that. This just means I had to color it. But basically, and I didn't even show all of them, but basically there are 7 different layers of your aura, and commonly only the closest 2 are like able to be seen normally. So the very, very closest one here, I've drawn it in pink, is the physical auric body. It is the closest to your body. And the second most, which I've made in blue, is the etheric auric body. The rest of them, I think I can name them real quick. I've got a website up, and I will link to this website that I'm reading off of. The third one is called the vital auric body. Then the 4th is the astral emotional body. The 5th and 6th, respectively, are the lower and higher mental auric bodies, and the 7th is the spiritual or intuitive body. The first 2, like I said, the physical auric and the etheric auric, are most readily able to be seen by the naked eye, or the trained naked eye, I suppose. Now, from a paper that I did last year, like a presentation on Reiki healing, I've learned that a lot of weird stuff can happen with your aura. Now, most of the time, like I said, you see it viewed like this, and it ends up looking like an egg shape as you get out here, but the very first couple layers are actually right up close to your body, and they, it goes all around your body. It's not like a big bubble. The first couple layers are right up close to all the sides of you. As it gets bigger, it looks like an egg shape. That's what most people think it looks like. But that is what all of them together look like. From doing some research, I found out that sometimes your aura can look like this. And that happens when you are feeling, like when you feel disconnected from everything. Sometimes it could be because your aura ends up like this. And the book that I read, I will look up the title and try and get it to you, but it's a chapter in an alternative healing medicine book. The whole chapter is on Reiki. And this is what they call being beside yourself. Now also, your aura can sometimes do something like that, which is just like, obviously, it's like trying to escape, and it's like getting away from you, and you're not fully protected. And that sort of thing happens, I guess it would be mostly like emotional trauma would cause something like that. I don't think anything physical would cause something like that. Because physical, for me, this is how I normally picture issues with the aura. Physical stuff always ends up doing this sort of thing. There's like a little chunk missing out of your aura. And that is where, that one, I kind of drew it. It could be by the throat chakra, or it could be by the heart chakra. Auras and chakras are like this. They work together. And I've got my chakra bracelet here. I took it off because I was cleaning. That could mean that there's something wrong with that specific chakra. From what I've learned, if there is a physical problem, like if you break a bone, if I broke my arm and someone were to take a picture of my aura, what is that called? Kirlian photography? So if I broke my arm, I've never broken a bone, by the way, knock on wood. If I were to break my arm, and then we took an aura picture of it, the aura all around the broken area of my arm would be jacked up, okay? The aura shows what's going on inside the body. And part of what Reiki does is, obviously, it's not the only method for healing. I mean, it's a broken arm. You have to have it set and, treated by a doctor and stuff. But part of the belief of Reiki is that for minor ailments, if you heal the aura, it helps the body heal faster. And so that is why physical kind of stuff, it could end up looking like this. One really good exercise for seeing auras. Basically what you do is, it helps if you're going to practice for like the first time ever, have someone else sit in front of a plain, some colored wall. White, I think, they say white is the best, but anything really pale works for me. But you want to make sure there's no shadow. Natural light is the best. Fluorescent lighting is the worst. Or incandescent. Incandescent light is the worst. Either way, natural light is the best. White backdrop. Natural lighting is the best. Make sure there are no shadows so you don't confuse shadows with things. And you would want to have the person move slightly like this so that you're sure that whatever you're seeing isn't just eye burn. Like when you stare at something for a really long time and you like sort of see the colors behind it move because your eye is just burned onto it, and then as soon as they move, you still see them where they were. So one way that you'll know that it's not eye burn is if you have them move and it moves with them instead of sort of staying behind as they move. It's easiest, I think, around the top of the head, sides of the head, and on the shoulders. You can practice with yourself, like on your arm or your hand especially, with your hand on paper kind of thing. Obviously that's a shadow, no shadows, natural light. Take a pad of paper outside maybe. But for someone else it's easiest right around here. And that's because that's where it's the strongest all the time. And so what you want to do, you basically want to focus your gaze on the surface behind them, on the wall, on the ceiling, because I've laid on my bed and held my hand up and looked at the ceiling as my backdrop kind of thing. But you want to basically focus on the thing behind and just relax your eyesight and it'll start to come. It won't, I guess a lot of people don't think that color comes the same way as just seeing the aura. Like you have to work separately to be able to see colors. Sometimes I see color, but I don't try. I mostly see it in white. One time recently I've seen pale yellow. But I guess that's sort of a basic introduction to what auras are. Everyone has an aura. I think everyone has the ability to see auras. And, you can definitely practice with a plant, too, if you have a plant. And feeling auras. I'm a lot better at feeling auras with energy work than I am seeing. But my little brother used to be able to see auras, but now he can't because, I don't know, he doesn't work at it. He got scared about it. He didn't know what it was. But he used to come home and tell us that his teacher was glowing red I will put the link to the website that I read off of, and I will try and find the name of that book again. And if you have any specific questions now, I hope that helps, at least for a start. Alright, bye guys.